It's a remarkable moment in sports when a player's achievements are celebrated. But what happens when that celebration overshadows another star? AJA Wilson, the WNBA champion, found herself in tears recently, not for her own accolades, but in response to Caitlin Clark's upcoming jersey retirement at Iowa. This emotional reaction has sparked discussions about rivalry, respect, and the evolving landscape of women's basketball. Wilson's tears were genuine as she expressed her feelings about Clark's monumental announcement. "I was like in tears, y'all," she said, highlighting the depth of her emotions. Fans might wonder why this reaction is significant. After all, jersey retirements are common in sports. However, this particular event is creating waves in ways few could have anticipated. Mark February 2nd, 2025, on your calendars. This date is poised to become legendary as both Wilson and Clark have their jerseys retired on the same day. But while both players are celebrated, Clark's ceremony is overshadowing Wilson's. The sheer frenzy surrounding Clark's retirement has garnered attention that Wilson's event seems unable to compete with. Ticket prices for Clark's event are staggering. The cheapest ticket is a jaw-dropping $711, with premium seats soaring to over $8,000. In stark contrast, Wilson's ceremony offers tickets for just $25. This price difference is more than 28 times greater for Clark's event, reflecting the explosive growth and demand for women's basketball fueled by Clark's popularity. Social media reactions have been intense. Many fans are lamenting that Iowa's decision to hold Clark's ceremony on the same day as Wilson's feels like an intentional move to steal the spotlight. However, the timeline tells a different story. Iowa announced Clark's jersey retirement back on April 11, 2024, immediately following the NCAA championship, whereas Wilson's plans were revealed 6 months later. This disconnect has led to accusations of conspiracy among Wilson's supporters. Some have taken to social media, asking why Clark's jersey retirement had to coincide with Wilson's, expressing frustration and confusion. Yet, as many point out, the focus should be on the significance of both events rather than pitting them against each other. Both players are deserving of celebration, and the attention drawn to Clark can also shine a light on Wilson. Iowa's athletic director, Beth Gutz, noted that Clark's achievements have made a lasting impact not only on the university, but also on women's basketball as a whole. This isn't about overshadowing, it's about maximizing exposure for women's sports. The reality is that Clark's popularity has surged due to her electrifying play and charismatic presence, reshaping expectations for female athletes. Wilson's emotional response is multifaceted. While both players have had immensely successful careers, Wilson as a 3-time SEC Player of the Year and Clark as the leading scorer in women's college basketball, Clark's recent rise has brought renewed attention to the sport. This moment may symbolize a shift in the landscape of women's basketball, when new stars emerge and established players navigate their place within a rapidly changing environment. Critics suggest that South Carolina's delay in retiring Wilson's jersey is not Iowa's fault. It raises questions about institutional timing and the recognition of talent. Why did it take so long for South Carolina to honor Wilson, who graduated in 2018? This delay has led to a perception that Wilson's legacy is being overshadowed, fueling the emotional responses from her supporters. As both ceremonies approach, the conversation around women's basketball continues to evolve. Fans are left wondering if this rivalry is based on respect or jealousy. Can both players coexist in the spotlight, or will the narrative continue to pit them against each other? The truth is, Clark and Wilson represent different but equally important facets of women's basketball. Ultimately, Wilson's tears might be more than just sadness over Clark stealing the spotlight. They could signify her feelings about the changing dynamics in women's sports. As Clark continues to break records and draw crowds, Wilson must navigate her legacy and find her place in a sport that is rapidly transforming. This moment in women's basketball isn't just about jersey retirements. It's about the future of the sport. As Clark's influence grows, so does the challenge for established stars like Wilson to maintain their relevance. The emotional responses from fans and players alike reflect a deeper narrative, a celebration of progress, recognition, and the complexities of competitive spirit in women's athletics. As we look forward to these historic jersey retirements, one thing is clear. Both Caitlin Clark and AJA Wilson have made indelible marks on the game. Their journeys, while intertwined, are uniquely their own, and both deserve to be celebrated for their contributions to women's basketball. The sport is evolving, and with it comes the opportunity for new stories to be told, ensuring that both players' legacies continue to inspire future generations.